awesome channel, and we are on the road trip to Port Canaveral, where we'll be checking into our hotel in Cocoa, and we'll begin our cruise tomorrow. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this road trip vlog. When we get near Port Canaveral, we're going to be checking into our hotel, and then we're going to give you guys a full grand tour of the hotel room. After that, we're going to begin our cruise on the Bahamas on the Carnival Glory, where we will be going to the Bahamas, and we're going to see loads of new things. And after that, we head into Orlando, where we will do Universal and, of course, Walt Disney World. Now, this is some real summer fun at Walt Disney World. Not the summer fun at Walt Disney World playlist that almost did not have a proper ending. That's because I almost had to delete it due to unavailable videos on that playlist, but don't worry, I fixed it. And then months later, I deleted it as a proper send-off to all the Baby Genius playlists where I finally lost interest, except for one. So, yeah. So, just enjoyed this road trip, I guess. We're driving past the old Six Flags New Orleans site right now, and I don't think there's much of it left. That's because almost all the rides have been demolished, marking the end of an era of seeing the park that did not get a proper ending. They said it was destroyed by a hurricane when it was closed, which was originally a brief closure. Then they turned it into a permanent one too soon, and then they decided just to demolish the whole park. Well, there goes what could have been a piece of childhood. Crossing over Lake Pontchartrain. On the way to Alabama. We will be officially entering Sweet Home Alabama. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now driving past the Mobile skyline to get to the tunnel. Bom. The that's about it. We are back at Gulf Breeze, but don't worry, this is gonna be a brief return to Gulf Breeze, but the return will not be official because we gotta go to the hotel here in a few minutes. Here's the Pensacola Beach sign. And here's the statue. And here's some of the buildings. So, yeah. Here's the Pedro's restaurant. There's the little sign, and here's the entrance to Pedro's, and the mural. Alright, we are back on the road. First thing you see is this damaged sign that says Santa Rosa Shores. Maybe a hurricane must have came and broke it. Well, here we go. Passing by the McDonald's, the Advanced Auto Parts, the Arby's, and the Waffle House. Alright, we're stopping at the gas station to get some gas before we cross the bridge. We are crossing. Alright, crossing over the Garcon Point Bridge. We have a boat that's about to go under the bridge, and a view of the bay over there, and yeah. Here we have another view of Pensacola Bay Bridge. That's what we passed through to start the brief return to Gulf Breeze. So the return is not official, it was only brief. We have just reached the end of the Garcon Point Bridge. Alright, going through the toll booth. Yeehaw! We have a restop at the Mariana Travel Center. And we're about to go in now. Alright, just left the inside of a gas station. Now let's continue the trip. Alright, driving past Jacksonville now. Here's a look of the city over there, and yeah. Get another look of that city over there as we are driving towards Port Canaveral. And look, here is the drawbridge. It's up at the moment, but don't worry. Hopefully when we drive back, we get to see it down. But for now, here it is. Here it is, the bonus stop along this road trip to Port Canaveral, past Pro Shops, St. Augustine. Let's get inside and see what this store has to offer. Welcome to paradise. Here's the entrance sign with the fish on it. Here's the fireplace. Here's the mural. Here's the customer service. And yeah, we are now about to head through the turnstiles in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We have a mural of the store with the 3 gators. If we were to give these 3 gators a name, what should they be? Please tell me in the comments down below. We got the Blue Springs State Park right there. We got the St. Johns River right there, along with the spoonbills. animals on the wall right there, along with Max and Melvin, but it looks like Buff has not made the cut. Wah wah. We got the hunting diorama right there, and the bait and tackle shop right there, along with some portraits. We have the diorama that is at the end of this hallway here. Almost a record breaker. They caught a 14-foot, 1-inch alligator. Can you believe it? Here's the variety of fish that is displayed in the aquarium. Look at these little fishies swimming around in the aquarium at this Bass Pro Shops. This would look more something out of like if Animal Kingdom worked to build a North American aquarium. Got the upper basin here, the St. Johns River, the middle basin with little Benjamin and his brother, and finally we have the lower basin. This is the saltwater section, or should I say boats, and this looks more like out of a Little Mermaid movie or a Finding Nemo movie. What do you think? This 11 giraffes monitor has been loading for some time now. Wonder how long it's gonna take for that monitor to load up. Here are all the logos of this store. We're stopping at Buc-ee's, which is the second stop on this road trip. Here we have those cow skulls right there. Here's all the plushies that they have in this store, which include Bluey and Stitch, a sea turtle, a clownfish, and of course, Little Dory. Look at all the toys that they got, including that Surprise and Slime mystery ball. Heading out of Buc-ee's. Stopping at Cracker Barrel for some dinner. Here's all the things that they've got in the gift shop of Cracker Barrel. Well, it was a long trip from New Orleans to Port Canaveral, but we finally have reached the hotel. And we're about to be checking in right now. So here we have the hotel lobby. And this is the check-in desk. And yeah, that's all I have to show you. Here's all the maps, along with a flyer for Walt Disney World, Disney Springs, SeaWorld, and that's it. Alright, now that we are in the hotel room, let's give you guys the grand tour. First up, we have the bathroom, and here we have a little shower and toilet area, and here we have one of the hotel beds, and here we have a chair and a window, but the curtains are closed as of right now, and this door leading out of the room. And here's me in the mirror, and here's this painting of a lighthouse, and here we have a microwave, a refrigerator, a desk area, and a television, and also a place where you can put stuff in, and a bench where you can put your backpacks on, and some hangers. And also we have the ironing and the iron board. We had some memories that we made during this trip. Like, we got to go to a new Bass Pro Shops that we've never been to. It was a single story, and it had like a freshwater tank of some sorts. And yeah, we went to Buc-ee's as well, and it looked the same as the one that we go to in Alabama. So, yeah. I hope you liked today's video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Until next time, goodbye, and remember, have an awesome day.